Okay, so I went and picked up the cylinders today. They called me. They were all done. They did a very good job of blasting these cylinders and cerakoting them. I had the same thing done to these that I had done to the 76. So there was, some rust in between the fins. They managed to get all that out. But these came out really nice. Really happy with the cerakoting on that. On the heads, we had to replace the valves on the heads. We kept the same springs and the same caps. They did put new valve guides in there. These were KPMI valves. That's what was in there. I don't know if you can see that. Where is it on here? I don't know if you can see that on there, but they're KPMI valves. These are black diamond valves. There was something with one of the seats on the valves. I think it was this one, because there was one valve that looked like it was burned more than the other one. It might have been this one. You could see the carbon buildup on that valve. And supposedly this engine rebuild only had 1,000 miles on it. So that's a lot of carbon for just 1,000. These didn't really have a whole lot. This one's a little more too, but yeah, another exhaust is pretty good. But anyway, these are the heads that came back. Here's the weisco pistons. I had it taken out to 20 over. It was already 10 over. So weisco is a brand I like. I've used those in all the builds I've done. We did the same weiscos, not the same ones, but a weisco for the 76 FLH, because that was a 74 cubic inch. This is an 80 cubic inch. So we're almost set to get this motor back together. You can see I took the front end apart. I took everything off the front. After going over both wiring diagrams for the FLH and the FX, I decided I'm going to wire this just like the FLH. I did order another terminal block, and I'm going to put that terminal block here, because over here is the Badlands motorcycle turn signal module that allows you to not to have to hold the button in for the turn signals or the emergency flashes. So I took everything apart because it's a lot easier to wire it with nothing here than having everything in the front, having to reach your hand around and stuff. So I've got all that back together. Of course, we got the new bars that came in. I got new grips coming in tomorrow because I could not get the other grip off the old handlebars. So we're moving along fairly good with this. I think probably in the next few days I'll be able to put the motor back together, and we'll get that motor in the frame and then get going on the wiring.